YouTube has a pretty serious AI problem. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, I'm sure you all know that AI has infiltrated almost every facet of social media. It doesn't matter what social media platform you go on, save for maybe, your messaging platforms like Snapchat and WhatsApp. Almost all social media platforms have been infiltrated by AI. As bad as they are, as you can see, for example, on Twitter, when people are using AI to make Studio Ghibli art, and you see obviously a lot of short form content made on these platforms, I wouldn't say that this content, as bad as it is detrimental to creators. For example, on Twitter, the majority of the tweets you see, 99.9%, are still made by people in terms of the big tweets. Of course, lots of bots, but there's not much AI in terms of in the actual tweeting stage, right, on Twitter. Now, again, on Twitter, there will be videos posted, which are AI videos, sometimes, indistinguishable from that of a real video, but it's not, I would say, a major problem. As obviously bad as it is for the future, I'm talking from a creator perspective, it's not awful. Similarly, on Instagram, right, you do see a lot of videos which are indistinguishable, but you'll see 2 videos that are AI out of 15. That's an awful ratio, I think, because there should be 0, but it's not ruining the creators. You're not going to be an Instagram page trying to put out meme content, trying to put out short form content, because these AI videos are pretty much just slop, or they're just really easy to make simple videos. And similarly on TikTok, it's the same thing. You don't see many AI videos, but the ones you do either are just AI slop videos, or they're videos which could be easily recreated, or they're obviously AI, right? So there was videos going around of a gorilla, I believe, kind of doing vlogging. Sorry, a Sasquatch was vlogging. They're funny videos, like they are, actually amusing videos, but they're so obviously AI, and they're not really affecting any market, so the creators aren't really damaged. Now, YouTube is a completely different story. There have been a lot of videos going around recently which are almost indistinguishable at first glance or at first watch from real videos. And they are actually good videos too. That's the real problem here. So the type of videos that you may have seen if you are on YouTube, I think most people will have seen them if they are interested in kind of like gaming or politics or history or any of that stuff. It's the format where the video will say every, then X, any, random topic explained, right? And the thumbnail will usually be, let's say, it'll be 8 circles. All of them have kind of an AI-generated image in them, and then a little bit of text underneath. And that'll be the video. It will immediately, when you click on it, it will immediately start straight away, go right into the topic. There'll be no introduction. There'll be no, hey guys, this is what we're going to do today, whatever. It will go straight into the video. And then the video is going to be basically a pretty solid video. It's going to have the AI prompts in it. It's going to have AI, like specific AI hooks and text in it. But it is a respectably solid video. Always the same monotone voice across dozens and dozens of channels. And it's annoying because I'll be scrolling, on YouTube. I'll see a video which looks interesting. I saw one, for example, which was, every level of Fallout Vault explained. I'm really into Fallout. I thought this would be pretty cool. I click on it because it's got a different thumbnail to the usual AI videos. I click on it and it's an AI video. It's the same, voice. It's the same kind of pattern. It's the same everything basically, and that's really annoying because I want to watch a video like talking about this, and I watched the video and it was actually quite an interesting video, but it's so surface level stuff. If you look at a guy like Oxhorn, for example, if he made a video such as that, he'd be doing a 40-minute video where he goes in depth on all these vaults, maybe even longer than that. But these AI channels, unfortunately, they just do very, very surface level stuff, but it is kind of interesting, and it obviously grabs your attention because they kind of move through stuff quite fast. They give you just enough facts to be satisfied, but not enough so the video is actually long. And the issue is, of course, these videos are promoted to the absolute moon. I mean, the amount of channels I've seen where all of their videos follow this format, it'll be every X explained, every X explained, every X explained. There'll be a history channel and they'll be posting 100 different, videos on all of these different things explained. And if a real person was trying to make these videos, it would take them hours and hours and hours of editing, of recording the video, getting footage, of researching, whereas these AI videos can churn it out in minutes, really. And that's the really bad thing for creators. I think you see it massively in the kind of gaming lore community. You see it massively in the history community on YouTube. You see it in the kind of politics community when we're talking about explaining these stuff. It is really, really bad, and it's really, really worrying. And I'm not sure if YouTube are ever going to do anything about this, right? Similarly, it has been effectively it's effectively been proven by law that you can, like, if you are making an AI prompt, let's say you're making a AI video or a AI photo where you have not had much impact in that process. You haven't said, okay, I want you to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. You just basically generate, I want to make this video, this, that, and the other. Maybe you do a little bit of tinkering to it. If you were to, let's say, steal that video and repost it and, market it as your own, the AI creator cannot actually legally do anything. However, from YouTube's perspective, they'd be able to copyright you, right? So let's say someone posts an AI video like that. They've just effectively put a prompt in. They've said, hey, look, I want you to make me a Fallout video on these volts. I want you to hit this, 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 and this. They list a few things, but there's no creative process in there from them, right? If they were to post that and you were to steal it and you were to market it as your own, they would, by YouTube, be able to copyright you. But in reality, there's no law on it, right? So effectively, what this could lead to is a massive exploitation of the copyright system. Because if someone is posting similar videos, someone could say, oh, you've taken my inspiration, when obviously it's AI and so it doesn't matter. I know I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but it is a really big issue. And I think specifically, though, the damage that this will do to creators in the future, if you're an up-and-coming creator or somebody who's just starting YouTube, what's to stop you, from just saying, well, look, I could churn out 5 videos in 2 months, highly researched, a lot of effort put into it, or I could make 10 videos in a week just by churning out AI prompts. And that's what a lot of people are doing. And these channels are getting, if these channels weren't getting any attention, it would be fine. It wouldn't be fine, it'd be annoying, but still, it wouldn't be that bad. But these videos are getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views constantly. These channels are growing massively. I mean, I've seen AI, effectively AI channels with hundreds of thousands of followers, and I can guarantee you that most people don't know it's AI. And it's not even one of those where it's like, you saw YouTube Shorts, it was the most obvious AI stuff ever, and you see, people acting as if it's real, and they're just, I don't even have words for them, but that's obviously, any normal person can tell you that's AI, right? These channels, you genuinely, a lot of the time, you can't tell. And obviously, if you watch enough, you should be able to tell, right? But this is obviously AI. But it's really worrying because it's almost indistinguishable from actual human content in terms of kind of the style of it. So I think it's really worrying, and I think it's a problem that YouTube need to address in the future. I don't know how they address it, apart from blanket banning AI, but again, that'll be really hard to enforce and police. And anyway, it's just a massive problem for YouTube right now, and it will probably get worse in the future. I mean, it's so bad. It's worrying for, like, if I, for example, want to make a law video as a small creator, it's like, well, what's the point? Because I could put time and effort into researching a law video. It's going to take me maybe a couple of hours to make, which obviously isn't long compared to the process that these big channels are making with highly researched videos. But it's like, I'll spend a couple of hours doing that. It will get a couple of hundred views. Someone's going to go and generate a prompt, take them 10 minutes, and they're going to make, hundreds of thousands of views. It's one of those. But anyway, this was kind of a short video just to explain and vent a little bit about AI on YouTube. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Very different from my usual content. Maybe I'll do some more stuff like this. Who knows? I haven't posted in ages, so anything goes at this point. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.